Well, this next story is nearly a year in the making about a contractor who took the money and ran without doing the work. CBS 2's Lauren Victory is always investigating and uncovers a disturbing pattern of behavior.
Money is tight for piano teacher Amy Wirtz. The musician practices night and day to prepare for any freelance work. She has no time or patience left for this man, contractor James Nesbitt.
To let him just get away with literally stealing money from me is just really hard to swallow.
In July 2022, the Rogers Park woman paid a deposit of $37.50 up front to Nesbitt's company, ClearPath Construction and Development. The job, insulate and drywall the attic.
What was this supposed to look like?
So this is supposed to be completely covered in like 6 inches of foam.
You can see how far Nesbitt's crews got. Wirtz asked for a full refund. He refused.
He was trying to say, well, I did all this work, and I was like, it's laughable, the amount of work you did.
Her frustration started bubbling over as the months went by with no amount of money returned. In October 2022, Wirtz reached out to CBS 2 for help. As part of our research, we contacted the contractor, and he wrote us back. Nesbitt said he spent $2,000 on materials and another $2,000 in labor. Really? We asked for proof. Nesbitt said he'd forward us receipts, but never did. On Wirtz's end,
what happened after CBS emailed him?
He called me finally. That was like the big breakthrough. I've got so many documents here.
All these papers demonstrate that breakthrough didn't last. He promised to pay her last fall if there was no news story. So she asked us to hold off. But then,
here's my handwritten petition to the court.
Wirtz sued him after he didn't follow through. A judge accepted this payment plan from Nesbitt.
It was something like $250 every 2 weeks for 12 weeks. And that would have been the full amount.
He sent her some cash in the past few months, but she's still out $2,800, still stuck with an uninsulated attic and still getting excuses.
Yes, I'll give you the money back. I will. I promise I will. I'm sorry, you know.
The same old tune, with the same story reported by several people to the Better Business Bureau over the past year. Accusations of Nesbitt taking off with deposits without completing jobs. Complaints that he doesn't respond to customers.
I don't believe anything he says.
Essie Garcia is familiar with Nesbitt's broken promises. Her daughter hired his new company, Consult and Construct and Create, to do some mulching and tree trimming at Garcia's Huntley home in June.
Her HOA was suggesting that it was too low, so she was kind of on a time constraint.
The great-grandmother fell behind on neighborhood landscaping requirements after her husband passed away earlier this year.
I didn't realize that the funeral expenses were that much.
Despite her limited savings, the widow paid Nesbitt $825 for the yard work. He never showed up.
No response. July 25th, text him, no response.
Nesbitt repeatedly wouldn't write back to texts asking for a refund, though Garcia and her daughter did get this email from him accepting responsibility after we went looking for an explanation.
We are moving forward with a report.
CBS 2 made sure to let Nesbitt know his clients can't afford to let this go.
I lose $800. You know, it's not any play money.
The contractor's response to CBS 2 this time, that he's working in good faith. Lauren Victory, CBS 2 News.
So what does Nesbitt mean by good faith? We asked him that. According to Lauren, no answer yet, but in the past he's been good at broken promises and bad checks and excuses, so not so good at actually paying the money back that's owed. We will continue to follow up.